Axis Radio. WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet, we
and
bringing
real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
Those shops is upstairs, so we out here by our hustle, man. We leave that up to Vito.
They gon' wonder how we still here, still on top. We used to build here, top 5 punching the clock. Running the field here, it feels weird coming around. After they hated, but now we run the town till we stuck in a wheelchair. We all share visions of hope and tell stories with dreams. We get the mixing like we giving you dope. And now we in position weekly, all access, extremities, ENT playing on our axis. Politics, top 40, building community from the X, applying that pressure, promoting unity. Royalty, education, never support. Dope music enough to feed souls, food for the thought. The type of loyalty cannot be brought from a city where being real just cannot be taught. Listen in and you just might learn with Mr. You already know. Welcome to the return.
Yes, sir.
You already know. X-Tremitiez ENT worldwide on our Access Radio. DAVIN Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
It's the X-Tremitiez. ENT Talk Show on our Access Radio worldwide. You can catch us on your Boxcast. You can catch us on your Fire Stick. You can catch us on your Apple TV, Roku TV, anything that has a television attached to it. Cell phones,
sure.
computers, laptops, anything that looks like it's a shooter. That's right. Live entertainment from the greatest DJ. That's right. DAVIN and Jose, the DJs of the airwaves that hit you to an alien say what up. It is Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
ENT Talk Show. What's good, family?
Not much, man. I'm taking it old school, enjoying this ravioli with meatballs and a little Tostino pizza. So, I'm getting my little old school grub on. How you doing though?
Oh man, you know, we alive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. You know,
Yeah.
right before, and when I say right before, I mean like literally 15 seconds before the show started, I had a different feeling. But it's something about, you know, the electricity and the energy that you get to relieve your stress. You know?
Yeah. That a lot of times when you're going through things, man, it's therapeutic to voice it out and talk it out and get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Let it go in the atmosphere, and then you get a sigh of relief. So, you know, that's good.
Yeah, it's always good to get the energy out and all. And show love to everybody that shows love to you, because I love to live, and living is one of the, not one of, it is, because if you don't live, then you won't experience. So being alive is such a blessing, and the fact that human beings take it for granted, it's sad. Having said that, we're going to talk about the individual who got captured for the shooting in the train in Brooklyn. It turns out, he was not a terrorist like everybody thought he was, because he had a gas mask, and there was smoke and all, and people got shot. Thank God no one, was fatal. But this guy was just suffering from a mental illness. He probably was watching some movie and that had to do with attacks and all that, and this is what he did. He took it upon himself. What's going on, Wiz Wiz? Shout out to Bishop. Shout out to Wiz Wiz and Bishop. Everybody on the check-in. And now that Eric Adams is in office, there's supposed to be a lot of attention due to the fact that the police were defunded, but now how programs are going to get reinstilled from other administrations that were in office that worked in the past. So he's not doing stop and frisk, but what he's doing is a stop and frisk when it comes to people that are in the system for having violent crimes. That makes sense? What's going on? So like if you're a two-time felon for like some violent crimes with a weapon, they come into your house. They're doing a safety check, because there's too many gangs out here doing things that the normal working person is being affected by. And it also brings the housing market down. So if you're in a neighborhood where crime is mediocre, that affects the economy in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
You aren't gonna want to live there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you own a business in that area, how does that affect you too? Right?
Yeah.
Because what you want to have is
that's the decor of the area is very important, because when you have shootings and stuff going around, especially if you got businesses, it makes it difficult for people to want to go shop in your area because they're afraid they're gonna get shot. So
right.
I understand the logistics of it. I still don't think that we should be giving up our freedoms for it, but I'm away on this one. I'm a lean away on this one. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, finish up, man.
The thing is that people are criticizing Eric Adams now because they're saying he's moving away from a lot of things that he said he was going to put attention to, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's also something that he laxed off where he was going to press on with education and the kids, to the point where city council got together and they put a pause on him. You know what I'm saying? The mask stuff. Like people should have to be subjected to whether they should have to wear masks or not, right? But we're talking about kids. We're not talking about people, the older people. We're talking about children that are known for putting their fingers in their mouth. So whatever they touch, which may have a surface that is affected with any virus, not just COVID, any virus. And what they do, little kids go like this. Even teenagers. If you look at a teenager, when a teenager's daydreaming or teenager is just in their zone, they do some weird stuff. They'll put their finger in their ear, then put it in their mouth. Like, yo, what is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
And like that's just the subconscious, because the comfortability. So imagine with children. And this is what city council is telling Eric Adams, that you should reconsider on not having a mask mandate. And the same thing is happening with the airlines. Right now, you don't have to wear a mask to get on a plane, depending the airline. Spirit Airline, which is one of the most scariest, Spirit Airline, in light of the name, is possibly the only one right now that you still have to wear masks. And their numbers have grown with senior citizens, even though senior tickets are cheaper. But more seniors are taking Spirit Airlines. Excuse me.
That was the airline company I used to go to Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you get blessed at the end. But yeah, so we're gonna go right into politics.
Okay.
Putin is now being told hold on a second. The president of Ukraine is saying that Putin is going to drop a nuclear war. This aired on the news 2 days ago.
Right? He's going to drop a nuclear bomb on Ukraine?
That the world should be on its heels because Vladimir Putin is going to drop a nuclear bomb, as you said. The world should pay attention because everything is not being publicized as what is really happening, to the point that the media is not even showing the numbers and children that are being blown up and all. They're only showing partial. And if things do come out, it's because of social media. But even their social media, their communications, that's what they did. They knocked out most of their communication sites, so they won't be able to call anyone, call for help, or share any information.
Right.
That's why you and I were reporting this stuff. He's like, yo, this dude's bugging. He's hitting apartment buildings. No, in actuality, he was hitting all the buildings that had a giant satellite for communication. That's what it was.
See, no evil, hear no evil. That's what that was.
Exactly. And it's sad that we live in a world now that, we thought that everything was getting better, but it's only getting worse. What I'm saying, when we thought it was getting better, it was getting worse. I'm not talking about the Biden era. I'm not speaking about the Trump era. I'm not even speaking about the Obama era. I'm speaking about the first Bush.
The what?
Bush 1.
Okay.
All right. George W. Bush. Bush 1. When he was president, this is when all this began, right? Because this isn't something that just happens one day to the next. It went through different administrations. Now, mind you, Vladimir Putin came in after Gorbachev, right? Mm-hmm. Now, and you know how he was. They were saying he was ready to do World War III until Reagan put him in his place. You know what I mean? At the last second. But the fact of the matter is that we ourselves put these situations to have the outcome that they do. The United States has many bases around the world. You know this better than anyone because you was in the service. And the thing is that we provide a service, but only if you have a resource in return. I love the way you laugh. That's why I said it. Now, the reason why you say this, Jose, why do you say this? It's because the reason why Ukraine is still suffering. Too little, too late. This week, the United States offered help. How long has this been happening?
For a couple of years now. They took over spots in Crimea and another area while Obama was in the White House, and then they went ahead and did their attacks with this one, while Biden's in office. So yeah, they've been doing this. They've been at it for a minute, but I mean,
the attacks have become escalated. It's now that it's got escalated, but all that stuff that you said happened, yeah, little by little, they were taking here, they were taking there, they were setting themselves up for this. Well, now the States wants to offer help, but it's too little, too late because the world was being called upon, and the world turned its back on a country that, they felt that actually belonged to Russia. If you really want to look at it, but these people
that's why it's a hard conversation to actually have, because I've always maintained years ago, we lost credibility in status of what we could say in the world when we invaded the countries that we invaded unjustifiably, because it's hard for you to tell somebody what not to do when you do the same shit yourself.
Exactly.
So it's something that our political leaders actually has to think about that long term. You know what I'm saying? All of it is a game or whatever have you not. But yeah, you gotta think about that sometimes. This is when you make missteps like that, and sometimes that oops, my bad is not good enough. So that's my little spill on it.
Exactly. And people don't even.
I heard Julian Assange. They got a ruling to extradite him back to the country. To face those charges of spying.
Now you know. It's not Obama. It was Obama.
No. I don't think it ever was.
It's the United States government that wants him. They want him. They want him out. They want him out. They feel that he is a traitor.
Oh yeah.
And once you're labeled a traitor, it's very hard for you to, be credited.
But you gotta ask yourself too. That's where critical thinking comes into play. You gotta ask yourself, did he really did he really betray the country, or did he expose some stuff that we were doing that were unethical? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, I kind of lost sight of that topic. I just remember that they mentioned that on the news that they finally got the extradition. I'm like, damn, that's a long time they've been trying to get that. But I think the UK finally gave it to him to extradite him.
It's whoever's in power.
That's right. Wasn't he seeking asylum in Russia?
First in Ecuador, and that's where they got him.
Okay.
After administration had changed, they allowed whoever it was that was looking for him to come in.
Okay.
But let's get into some local stuff now.
All right.
So a New York state judge, or rather a former New York state judge, was sentenced today to 1 year and 3 months in prison after her conviction for obstructing a probe into financial wrongdoing at a credit union that provides banking services to tens of thousands of New York City employees, including police and firefighters. Ex-state Supreme Court Justice Sylvia Ash, 64 years of age, was sentenced by Judge Lewis A. Kaplan in Manhattan after her December conviction on charges of conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and making a false statement to a federal agent in an investigation of the Municipal Credit Union, the MCU. You know where's the MCU at? The local one right there on 3rd Avenue off of 156th Street. How convenient. And guess what? My former employer actually links with that credit union. That's crazy because more than half of the employees at the hospital that are $11.99, they live to pay paycheck to paycheck. They go to that municipal. So that means that a lot of the money that they thought they were borrowing was being taken out double by her.
Wow. Damn.
Damn,
that sucks.
Okay. So you got judges in the Bronx robbing employees from hospitals, schools, anybody that has that MCU, that credit union right there on 156 and 3rd. Her and police and fire department all together in it.
Wow. That's interesting. I banked there, right?
Oh my God. You see?
That's my bank.
Pay attention to your statements. And you know how they do it, dude? You know how they do it? They do one, 2 cents off of each person. Now, if a bank has a whole community, that's about what, 20, 30,000 in the community. Let's just say, right?
Mhm.
So imagine a district. That's 100,000. So times 100,000 by 2 cents.
If you could get, hey,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. And then we speak about your boy, Mr. Edward Scissorhands, Johnny Depp. Says Amber Heard's friend took MDMA at wedding and reviews why daughter Lily Rose didn't attend. So, Johnny Depp has been in social media a lot in the news lately, and the grand superstar is being called all kinds of names. And, this court battle he's had with this girl for years already, and she got a lot of money from it because he admitted that he did put his hands on her because he says, I'm gonna be a real man, I'm not gonna lie. And she ended up with millions of dollars, and now because he admitted that, they're digging even deeper. Johnny Depp was asked about his wedding to Amber Heard on the day of his testimony in a high-profile defamation case. So now she's trying to get more money out of him. She already got money, but she wants more money. Okay. Depp testified Wednesday, which is today, as part of the civil lawsuit he has filed against his ex-wife. He filed during the testimony that he's saying he never put his hand on her, and our daughter never came to the wedding because she made up all these lies about me. And when my daughter was never asked by the authorities if all her accusations was true, which could have saved his millions and all the roles that he was passed on since the accusations. All right. Because he admitted he was guilty. If they say you're guilty since you admit it, that's why they tell you in court, don't always say not guilty, because the minute you say you're guilty, this is what happens. Okay.
You gotta
But
be
he wanted to
careful.
be a man. He wanted to be real. He wanted to be honest. And this is one of those cases where honesty got him to lose 20 plus million. And,
Wow.
okay, so think about it. Is it really worth it, man? Like getting into a situation you knew was not really good for you, but you did it anyway. And that was his case. Okay. And speak about some other stuff when we get into sports. We did politics and criminal justice already. Your boys, the Lakers, they sent homie LeBron James back home in this tried package with Cavaliers. LeBron James is gone from the Lakers. Oh my God. Oh my God.
They ain't make that trade yet. They ain't making that trade. They're not making that trade.
LeBron back home in this trade package with Cavaliers. So the future LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers is up in the air. LeBron has one more year contract under the Lakers, with early speculation that he will not work out an extension and instead take it year by year as he did with the Cavaliers and his second stint. This is a way for LeBron to execute leverage over the Lakers, essentially threatening the team that he will leave if they do not bow to his demands. While it is really hard to do, it might be better for the long-term implications of the team if they flip LeBron, if he does this to leverage over the team. So in other words, they're saying, okay, he's going to try to play us. We're going to flip it and tell him we'll get a 3-for-1. Don't play with us. We'll send you right back and see you're going to get another chip. You ain't get one here. You ain't even make the playoffs. Okay.
Yeah. I got no comment on that.
All right. Earlier this offseason, former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick made it clear he wanted to complete his comeback to the NFL. Wow. Over the past few months, he's been working with several current and former NFL players to make this happen. One of those is former first-round pick Justin Fields, who shares a quarterback coach with Kaepernick. In the mid-March, Kaepernick took to the field for a workout with the New York Giants quarterback Tyrod Taylor, former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Justin Fields. After getting to see him firsthand, Fields had a clear message about the former 49ers quarterback. He thinks Kaepernick looked good in their workouts together. He's more of what he said. This was actually my first time meeting with him. It was cool meeting him. Of course, he's an icon. It was awesome just to meet him and work with him. He looked pretty good. Oh, yeah. I think he's better than a lot of the college quarterbacks that are coming up. Now, stop it. Stop it. That's a little too much.
That ship done sailed, man. It's like, yo, y'all still... It must be a slow news day. They got to keep regurgitating stories and shit like that. That shit sailed. That ship sailed. 6 years of non-NFL, non-pro football contact. Hell no, bro. No, that ain't happening, man. I mean, if it happens for him, God bless him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say nothing's possible. Anything's possible the way the world's going right now, but it's highly unlikely you've been out of the league 6 years, you know what I'm saying, and automatically gonna come back ready and fit for competition, you know what I'm saying, at that high level. But we'll see. Give them a tryout. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But that ship sailed, man. Damn. But okay.
All right. And your boy Kevin Durant, he's reacting to Kyrie Irving constantly getting heckled by Celtics fans. They're going to let Kyrie hear it as much as possible. It is what it is. It's part of the sport. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant put on an excellent performance against the Boston Celtics, but it wasn't enough to win. The Nets
that was a beautiful last-second shot by Tatum, boy. That was a nice one. Marcus Smart with that pass, and he did that spin around layup. At the buzzer beater, that shit was classy. I dug the hell out of that,
The Nets are now 0-1 down against the Celtics and will have to fight from underneath to be able to move to the second round of the playoffs. Kyrie Irving was subjected to a lot of abuse from Celtics fans, but Kevin Durant was not actually surprised by the way his teammate was treated. Kevin Durant spoke after the game against the Celtics about what happened with Kyrie Irving. He nodded that Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics have a very shaky relationship. So the way the fans reacted to Irving was not surprising.
No, that was bound to happen. That was bound to happen. They always gonna heckle you. The old fans is always gonna heckle you. You just gotta go in there and do your due diligence and play ball. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is the Nets are all right because they could have won that damn game, and all they need is to get one in Boston and protect home court, and they got the series. So it was a lapse. It was a lapse in defense. That they was able to get that layup in the last seconds of shit. But good, thrilling game. Hey, shit. You know what I'm saying? Playoffs is good. Playoffs is good this year.
In fact, they're so good. They're so good that the Philadelphia 76ers own Joel Embiid says he told Toronto Raptors coach Nick Nurse to stop complaining about the officiating. All right. Joel Embiid was heard telling the coach, "You complain about everything. Shut up. Stop complaining about the officiating. Stop complaining that there's fouls, that there's double dribbles. This is a playoff. They're letting us play. So since you're not on the court and you're just making plays, just continue to sit back and let us play."
Hey. Yeah.
Oh God, man. So this is what happens when people just talk out their mouth. They don't know what's going on, and players get upset. Now, that the players been getting at the fans lately, but now they're getting at coaches. This never happened like this. Jordan or Bird or Johnson, they were like, they would like do their little thing, but not to a point of disrespect, because there was a level of respect. But yo, these players nowadays, this generation,
That's not true. Spreewell choked PJ Carlissimo years
but,
ago.
okay, let's say that was the beginning of it. That was the beginning of the end. When he did,
Sometimes you got to be mindful how you speak to individuals and some of the stuff that you say. You know, you have to remember, especially when you're dealing with pro sports, you're talking to grown men. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to grown men and grown women. Yeah, and there's a manner and there's a way that you could go about it in coaching and being tough, but not being disrespectful to the point where, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker feel like they gotta, you know, it's like, yo, nigga, no, you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way. I'm a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Type shit. So, you know, it's, you know, it's I wouldn't say it's unfortunate. It's just, you know, better ways. You have to find better means and better ways of communicating. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
That's it.
Yeah.
And since you mentioned that, let's talk about Stephon Curry, how he played peacemaker to keep Jovic from going after Peyton Jr. So before the Nuggets dropped the second game to the Warriors by 20, before his frustration with the officials boiled over into him getting ejected, there was the moment that a heated Jovic turned to go have words with Gary Payton II, Gary Payton Jr., after Payton made a relatively innocent tap on Jovic's behind. And Stephon Curry had to step between as peacemaker. It started at the end of the first quarter when Payton blocked a Jovic second chance at the rim, which led to an Otto Porter three-pointer going into the other way. The quarter soon ended. As the players walked back to their benches, Payton passed Jovic and gave him a tap on the behind, to which Jovic took offense. Curry played the peacemaker despite being considered Jovic.
Yeah, I like that little taunting. Yeah, it's okay, big guy. You be all right. You be all right, man.
And then the funny thing is that, you know, TNT's Charles Barkley went to say that Giannis and Joel Embiid will kill Golden State Warriors' little death lineup. You know, the Hall of Famer went to say that, you know, who never, ever, ever, ever wastes an opportunity to take a shot at the Golden State Warriors was in postseason form during the halftime of Monday's dub blowout of the Denver Nuggets. Even after Golden State took a 6-point lead into the half, after a solid second quarter that included the return of the Warriors' new death lineup, a small ball teaming of Stephon Curry, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green, that helped them blow out the Nuggets in game one, Barkley was ready to blast both NBA MVP finalists, Jovic, and the Warriors in the same breath. All right. The Joker was to take advantage of playing against a 6'6" guy. You can't tell me you're the MVP and they got Draymond guarding you. He said, later adding, you put the little death lineup out there, put it out there against Giannis and Joel Embiid and see what happens. They'll kill him.
Yeah.
Of course, his slander in the Warriors and their style of play is nothing new to Barkley. Back in 2015, Barkley bravely declared that the teams wouldn't win championships with jump shooting. Golden State then went on to win 3 championships on the strength of its jump shooting.
But the Golden State Warriors don't do just jump shooting. They do a lot of cuts, a lot of screens, a lot of misdirection cuts to the basket. They get transition buckets through great defense. So it's a total package with them. It's just that they can shoot. They can shoot at the outside shot at the outside shot at a decent WAP. But they do all kinds of shit on the floor. But he's right. Jokic can't be the damn MVP, and you got 6'6" Draymond Green guarding you and D'ing you up, and you can't take advantage of that. Giannis would destroy him. Giannis is that dude right now, so he ain't lying. You're like, because you got the small guys on Embiid or Giannis. they're gonna punish him in that damn paint, and that's where the high percentage points come from, down there in that paint. But Golden State Warriors is pretty good though. You know what I'm saying? So let's not sleep on them. They got some bona fide sharpshooters over there. You know, y'all better watch out for them.
All right. NBC finally announced the official new announcers for Sunday Night Football. That's right. NBC's Sunday Night Football team will look different next season. On Tuesday, NBC officially announced that its 2022 crew will consist of Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark. Collinsworth will still remain the color commentator for Chris Collinsworth will remain the color commentator for NBC, which is great news considering he's one of the best in the business. Tirico, meanwhile, will be replacing Al Michaels. Wow, that won't be an easy task, but Tirico has 2 years spotlight. Al Michaels was a very, but unfortunately, he's having some health complications due to COVID and other things. So he decided to step down from Sunday night. So be prepared for the new football as it comes in.
Wow.
Sunday nights, it's gonna sound different. You're not gonna have Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels anymore because that used to be a great combination. DirecTV has held the rights to the NFL Sunday ticket package since its first launch in '94, but that is set to change after next season. Sunday Ticket is expected to land with a streaming service in 2023 and have a favorite has emerged. According to Matthew Baloney of Pluck, they already have a deal in place with Apple. So, we stream on Apple TV, right?
Right.
X-Tremitiez ENT is on our Access Radio, and we're live on Apple TV. So the NFL just said that they're going to move from where they were into Apple TV. So that means that the stock of this radio station is going to go up 10,000%. Because now we'll be privy, check this out, we'll be privy to the NFL fans. All right, so shout out to our Access Radio because that right there shows that we are real business worldwide. What do you think about that, D?
That's dope. It's cool.
All right, so I guess we did politics, criminal justice, sports. Let's just finish off with the weather, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now it's 59 degrees. It's sunny. It's going to be a low of 48 tonight, and then tomorrow is going to be cloudy, a high 57, a low of 43. Friday is going to be sunny, 66 is the high, 48 is the low. Saturday is going to be partly sunny, a high of 61, a low of 46. Sunday is going to be partly sunny, a high of 70, a low of 50. Monday is going to be cloudy, a high of 61, low of 48. Tuesday is going to be 50% chance of rain, 61 is the high, the low is 50. Wednesday is partly sunny, 57, 43. Thursday, partly sunny, 50, 39. And Friday, 54, 43. So the base for the next 7 days, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the base average mean will be 64.3 degrees. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So, still wear your jackets. Don't think because you feel warm, it's going to always be warm. No, this weather has shown that it could be sunny right now, and then 2 hours it'll rain, and then it'll even hail. So please be careful and always carry an umbrella and be safe out there.
Yeah.
And, that's the X-Tremitiez ENT entertainment.
Yeah. I want to give before we go on. I want to give a dedication, rest in peace to DJ K Slay.
That's entertainment.
Away,
exactly.
A couple of days ago. Very, 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 very. That's a tough blow. Like definitely one of my favorite mixtape DJs. You know what I'm saying? Kept it real official with the breaking of new artists and with just the whole b-boy, hip hop. He was that dude. So my condolences to all his loved ones. And Roderick Prue Clark from High Five, he passed away also. You know what I'm saying? So that's the our little entertainment dedication, you know what I'm saying, for those two gentlemen right there. So
absolutely. I was speaking to Big Al earlier, and telling him my appreciation for K. You know, he never had hair on his tongue. I
Mhm.
appreciated him, and he was real. Like, if he didn't like you, he let you know he ain't like you. I've seen it for myself, Davon. To me, he was always big bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a
Mhm.
giant. To me, he's always a giant, and he wasn't about that. He was real hip hop. He was real hip hop. And then when he came out with the drama hour, and
Mhm.
well, I don't know if this new generation even understands what that is.
Mhm.
He had the drama hour late nights on Hot 97, right?
Right.
Where he was the first DJ that was actually putting curses on FM after 1 a.m. Right?
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then other radio stations started mimicking his style. They would wait till like after he would get off because K, he would come at you if you was even close to biting because he hated people that weren't authentic or doing something different. That's what made him different because he
That's
was
what hip hop. That's what made hip hop different. You know what I'm
exactly
saying? The originality. You rock your Adidas this way. I'm gonna go rock mine that way. You rock your, you know what I'm saying? That's hip hop. Like, you know.
exactly. And he didn't mind that he wasn't handsome, he wasn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? Because he would say it. He was like, "Yo, ain't nothing handsome about me, ain't nothing pretty, but I'm that dude." And he was confident about being that dude, and he ain't talk much. All right, he just look at you. If he gave you a stupid look, you you knew he made you feel stupid just by looking at you. All right, and the one thing I appreciate about him is that he brought up an artist that I will forever love. And when he discovered this artist, everyone doubted who this artist was until K Slate aired him. Once K Slate aired him, this artist's career shot up to the universe. And I'm speaking about Papoose.
Yeah.
When K Slade introduced Papoose to the world, wow. Because Papoose was that dude on battle raps. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you remember Smack DVD,
Yes, I do.
right?
I do. Yeah.
Um, Papoose used to rock that out. Also with Gilly the Kid. You know Gilly the Kid that be with Wallow right now?
Yeah.
Gilly
From
the Kid
major
back then,
figures. Yeah,
right.
he's from major figures. Yeah.
Exactly. He was writing for Wayne and all that. With K was
Mhm.
rocking with Cash Money and all. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and K Slade was that dude that was recognizing these individuals. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And where everybody didn't even know who was a Papoose, who was a Gilly the Kid, who was a True Life. Okay, that's
Yeah.
how deep
Yeah.
they go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I got to know. And to be honest with you, that's how I got to know a lot of these people because K Slade always put people on, and whoever K Slade put on, they were worth meeting.
Yeah, that's when your name is validated because you got a track record of breaking dope artists and shit. He was definitely one of the go tos when it came down to trying to find some new fresh shit out there. So the new a new artist, a dope artist, like he was definitely one of the go tos. So so I'm definitely gonna miss this guy around, man, for real, for real. So yeah,
The hip
rest in
hop
peace,
world
Case.
truly, the hip hop world truly lost the king.
Yes, he did. Yes, we
And
did.
not just a king, it was the drama king.
Yeah. Yeah, I was so happy when I saw Coney on Shade 45, Cody Brooks. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, K Slade's vouch for him. Oh, he's getting ready to do some things. You know what I'm saying? So
So
yeah, man.
isn't it interesting that a lot of the people we work with on our show moved on to meet these individuals?
Yeah, everything's a starting point. Everything's a breaking point. You get yourself up to to the next level. That's consistent work and consistent grind. That's all on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of all of them. You know what I'm saying?
And the funny thing is that everybody that went through us ended up on those shows.
Yeah. Well, eventually you gotta get there. You know what I'm saying? We still coming up ourselves, man. So eventually, shout out to Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? Because he was another one that we had, and You know what I'm saying? He's doing bigger things right now. So shout out to Nimrod. You know, like I said, Coney Brooks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, yeah. Everybody, you know, we still striving, man. And
I just love to come on the show and then they remind us. That's what I love. When they come on the show, they say it. We don't say it. You know it. And they always show us our love. They're like, yo, man, if it wasn't for y'all, man, you know what I mean? Y'all break. We tell them, it ain't us. It ain't us. We just we had the privilege of being there.
I appreciate the acknowledgement, but you know what I'm saying, your hard work and due diligence is what's going to get you where you got to go. You know what I'm saying? We're one outlet. There's 1,000 million outlets out there in the damn world that you know what I'm saying.
But nobody does it like X-Tremitiez.
For sure.
All right.
Because we're gonna eye you first. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about it. We don't do that little, you know, you gotta be your numbers gotta be popping, this, that, and the third. Nope. Your music just gotta be dope. You know what I'm saying? Your music gotta be dope. Your video game and your music, that's it. You gotta be dope. And we fuck with you. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll eye you first, but you know, shout out to K Slay and DJ Cool Red Alert and all the masters and the generals that been doing this shit for 40, 50 years, you know what I'm saying, long term and know the ins and outs and really set the foundation for this, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, rest in peace, K Slay, you know, and you know, yeah.
All right. That's right. We did the politics, criminal justice. We did the weather. We're doing all this great stuff with entertainment and all. You already know, X-Tremitiez ENT, we all we got. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. Then we're going to come back and speak a little bit more on some entertainment and things that are coming up. Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
Only on X-Tremitiez ENT on our Access Radio. Let's go.
Your boy Joe Crack, Fat Joe, chilling with the homie Beat Out while Lower East Side is in the building. What I gotta do, you know what this is. What I gotta do is crack.
What I gotta do, flip, it's so hard, flip. World is dead, flip. Go love me, no matter what I do, flip. Can't escape it, G. Till end of time, see, he gonna keep testing me. Master citizen in the street. Now watch me get to the top, flee without stopping my enemies. 1, 2, 3, go. I said it first, no homo. We take it back. SpaghettiOs, I'm not on the low. Just no matter how you feel or which way you go. We can drink piraguas, share arroz con pollo. It's piragua, oh Lord. What I gotta do, flick? It's so hard, flick. World is dead, flick. Go lie me, no matter what I do, flick. Can't escape it, G. Till end of time, see, he gonna keep testing me. What I gotta do, flick? It's so hard, flick. World is dead, flick. Go lie me, no matter what I do, flick. Can't escape it, G. Till end of time, see, he gonna keep testing me. They were strangers, but now they friends. Not just IG, but the real thing. Facebook, man, they was really BFF. For real. And they both took the goons, but I didn't quack. Man, this shit was whack. Last week, KK sucked me from the back. She told me to lay down, relax. Damn near had a heart attack. When it was all done, she put my head on her lap. Usually go 1 round, but let's relapse. The goose and the princess. Let me preach, yeah, on that beach, yeah. Hunt for rabbit, dot season. What I gotta do, flick? It's so hard, flick. World is dead, flick. Go lie me, no matter what I do, flick. Can't escape it, G. Till end of time, see, he gonna keep testing me. You already know, though, my rights ain't so. Women string they so back like a light up yo-yo. But at the day, I'm not dolo. As long as I got my stereo, call my mans in. Request his presence. Please don't bring no guns, no full clip extensions. He got the rap, I got the piff, my permission. Gotta cut this bro, I'm in the kitchen on a mission. What I gotta do, flick? It's so hard, flick. World is dead, flick. Call on me, no matter what I do, flick. Can't escape it, G. Till end of time, see, he gonna keep testing me.
Yes.
Ayy. Know the fuck it is. EQ. Who run it? Yo, just get me a blizzy or something. It's about to get lit, no frontin'. EQ been running up all of these checks, chasing these bands, racing through all of these hundreds. See me, I'm swerving the humps. I'm eating good, many honors. Nick Cannon the way I be drumming. EQ say stuntin', curving your bitch like it's nothing. See me, I'm swerving the foreign. EQ not boring, I'm flying designer. EQ always acting real proper. Your ex niggas still in the Honda. My goonies stay towing them choppers, make them removes or run up and pop ya. See me, I'm dressed up in Prada. Never been a fan of the drama. Who you think you ahead of, not us? The fams in this bitch and we know we the shit. Yo, bitch pulling up, you know I gotta do her. Pass it to the bros like I'm passing the sick. Look at my neck and you know it's like 6. Bro with the flu, his flow so sick. Saucy my walk, just look at the drip. Bunches got the pole, he let it go quick. Bitches like what now? Niggas like what how? Like you supposed to stay down or something? Scoring these touchdowns, look at these buzz down. Call me the king like I'm Braun or something. Pull up in a lamb or something. Shoot the glizzy till the jam or something. Dance on your bitch like I'm Cameron or something. She said she got 6 friends or something. Said they giving neck in the bands no front. He just ain't smoking the grams or something. Put him in the coffin, little nigga not walking. Time to call him mans or something. Who running? Let me get it back. And they know me for shitting on everybody. EQ, I'm the one you stay hearing about. All I gotta make is one call of Brodies. Like 5-0, they come through and air it out. Got boy going crazy on 40s. On the block, Felly got 30. Got the good gas for a 20. Then I skied off in a hurry. And my sniper, he shoot it like Curry. EQ, I'm hitting the race. Rockin' V-Lone in a Wraith. They callin' me Kika the Great. I'm all about headlines. What is the deadline? EQ, I'm breaking the rules. I got me some triplets, got me some twinsies. Who I'ma pick on no clue. My road been bustin', RJ stay clutchin'. Bro be like, shoot, I'm like who? EQ, I always been bull. VV's always been a pool. All fight all up on the sneaks. So I guess that means I'm bougie. If you see shorties at the O, those are all EQ groupies. And they naked in the koozies. My goonies stay towing them Uzis. EQ, I'm going up the perkies. I love it when bitches give slurpees. All I smoke is gas, you know my numbers hitting. We lifted. EQ one of a kind, you know the kid is different. I'm different. Niggas hating on me, but it's cool. Guess I got rich too soon. Guess I got rich too soon. Yeah. Guess I got rich too soon. Hey, EQ. Who run it? The fams.
Yeah.
Who run it? The fams. Who run it? Man, you know who run it. The fams.
Hold on. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. It's your favorite Bronx nigga, man. EQ. Hey. Dressing all black like a ninja. With the smoke, Lord knows I'm a sinner. All this lean quarter body on my liver. I'm a hot-head, cold-blooded killer. Real street nigga in the hood with my white tee. When it come to beef, we...
As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With the head full of thorns, for the ones sworn, torn. But the walk of life, still alright. As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With the head full of thorns, for the ones sworn, torn. But the walk of life, still alright. Here we go as I walk through it, flipping pages, still no changes. Even pain still the same. Who can I blame? Stimulate the brain for those losing grip. Please maintain. No, we always hear people disappear, wishing we could go back. Yeah, hold that, and you know that. Let me show that. Memories of ink ain't always what you think. Let it sink deep beneath the surface. Make your time worth it, but we deserve it. Picture perfect, rather be in person. So many leaving, I must be dreaming. What's the reason? Completely out of season. breathing, please believe it. Find your purpose, just know you're worth it. Should have heard it, such a burden. Forever hurting, can't rewind it. We'll help you find it, clear your mind and hold it for me. And don't even know me, yeah, don't even know me. As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With a head full of thorns for the ones sworn, torn by the walk of life. Still alright, still alright. As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With a head full of thorns for the ones sworn, torn by the walk of life. Still alright, still alright. You feel the walls closing in on you.
I know you feel helpless right now.
They closing in. You feel the walls closing in on you.
You feel trapped, but you gotta believe you don't get out this. They're closing in.
You feel the walls closing in on you. And everywhere that you turn it, the doors don't let you through. You see, I've been there too, and so have people I knew. And some of them no longer breathing this air like me or you. Dramatic situation leads to drastic decisions. Forever scarring your life with the surgeon precision. Far gone and all was wrong. You're buzzing from drugs you on. Feeling emotional while loading up your gun. Pictures of the people you love are scattered below your feet. Gripping the trigger while breathing heavy and weeping. Should I do it? Will they even miss me? You ask yourself, broken hearts are the only thing you leave behind and nothing else. As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With a head full of thorns for the ones sworn, torn by the walk of life. Still alright, still alright. As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With a head full of thorns for the ones sworn, torn by the walk of life. Still alright, still alright.
Mike G. Boom Bishop on.
As we go through it, we knew it. Feeling like we about to lose it. With a head full of thorns for the ones sworn, torn by the walk of life. Still alright, still alright.
One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like. One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like.
All up on your head like a tumor. I don't give a shit about the rumor. We go bout, make a move, take a bitch to the cruise. She gon' suck it like a hoover. Yeah, and you know it's big shit pop. Headed out of state in a two-door rocket. Play around, light a nigga up like a socket. Catch me in Texas with Texas in my body. Make her say my name like a Mike Jones. She in love with a nigga, she caught up in a cyclone. Ooh, I ain't got a one if she might go. I been doing me and I ain't worried about the hype though. Yo, real nigga shit. I ain't never lied. I got a legacy, my nigga, I can never die. I put the pedal to the middle, head to head. What the devil got a chef in the truck and I'm ready to ride. Yeah, hey ma, get him right. Little smoke, little drink, now I'm finna rap. It's KWMBA. My about my nigga, we the enterprise. Hey ma, get him right. Little smoke, little drink, now I'm finna rap. It's KWMBA. My about my nigga, we the enterprise. Get him, get him, get him, get him.
This make it knock like this, make it drop like. One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like.
I'm coming low gas, no brakes, and they no particular reasons. The streets got a sickness, I am the cure, and I figured this time that I feed them. With a bounce when you need them. I apologize, I was handling the business. Time sticking like a stick off. That was time to get back in the kitchen. In the cook with a gully suit, black gloves and a ski mask. Shit, I'ma show 'em what trouble do. It's gonna pop off when I eat past. So I should just stay up my stick. That kind of manic when I'm dealing with pressure. Automatic, final thought is the treasure. My revolver keep me counting my blessings. You know I had that fool with it. I make it do what it do every time I'm in the booth with it. And ain't nothing they can do with them. What's cap when you know every word is true? Real mob with my last breath. And they ain't never hard to find, good boy. We out here. Once again, if it's not clear, yo, mob out, nigga, yeah, you know what we out here.
One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like. One time like this, make it pop like this, make it knock like this, make it drop like.
Yeah,
Why niggas gotta act so tough? Like you being an asshole is a fad, bro. You an actual sus. Better off being bashful. Look at the glass full and call it overflow. Take a chill pill, need to overdose. You wouldn't kill Bill in a cul-de-sac with a Uzi, a gat, and a shoulder racks. Nigga, you provolone. Nigga, your shoulders fold under the weight. Couldn't hold your own in the toe-to-toe weight. Why you running from the do-si-do? A OG will smack your ass till you spit blood. That's all she wrote. Now your girl see your true colors, off she goes. You alone in the sober codes. You ain't know, you ain't never had to pretend to toss the clothes. Now me and her getting off the clothes.
Niggas frontin' just to ball.
Kyrie Irving had you swerving, change direction, Smith & Wesson, or have you counting your blessings like, oh no. Mr. Harden hit them hard and now they pray to did the party. They wishing they never started to cross over. That burner come off the hip and they cross over. Nat Turner aim at they shit and they cross over. Don't care if they look like a bitch when they cross over. Bitch, give me switch up. They cross over. Real niggas stay out. These niggas shooters out here with the long range, got the long barrel on the old gauge with the wood handle and the recoil pad. Of all things, what you wanna act hood for? Let me tell you how the hood go. Everybody cool in elementary school till you hit 13 and they hoods chose. Military recruitment, Ben and Jerry's, I'm cool, but they feeling worried like Toothless Man. Biting apple, that's Lucifer. Fighting ample temptation. Examples incarcerated. The ones that been before go back, cause work just can't be located. The surface level worship of our worst condition hurts cause they missed the point, my nigga. Mad cause my daddy in the joint, my nigga. Hood ways got us running from the oinks, my nigga. These ain't disguises. This is how bitter real life gets. Then they imitate the righteous like they got license. We pay those prices and now we ball. Pass me the rock. Kyrie Irving had you swerving, change direction, Smith & Wesson, or have you counting your blessings like, oh no. Mr. Harden hit them hard and now they pray to did the party. They wishing they never started to cross over. That burner come off the hip and they cross over. Nat Turner aim at they shit and they cross over. Don't care if they look like a bitch when they cross over.
Yo, why you always fucking up my high? Got a shortage in your core, you can never be my plug, my guy. All the kids in the school don't respect all the subs, my guy. Niggas are moving to hell like a chill, I just want Wi-Fi. Know they finna shower you with love outside, but you never notice you too cool, that's for sure. I ain't wanna say it, but you need to get acquainted with the nigga in the mirror, that's a dude you should know. Probably think I'm hating, but it won't be a surprise if I see your hand break from the truth that you hold. Bruising you slow, used to be low. The shoe don't feel good on the toe, so you gotta get used to the soul. Shit. But don't nobody want that, carrying the load till you hunchback. Who wrote out the script, who directed the film that created your tough act? While you out in the field, you should thank all the blockers that help with your run backs. Here's a map to your start, you should come back. Pin it to your heart with a thumbtack. Oh shit, what? Shit so tragic how it happened. Took your magic, guess your shit ain't everlasting. I fucked around, crossed over. Every action got reactions, all that capping, now you crashing. Niggas don't look at the road when they cross over. Now you just look like a bitch cause you crossed over.
I never fuck with no snitch cause they cross over. Need to work on your crossover. Yeah. Just be you cause it's beautiful. Be you cause it's beautiful. Be you cause it's beautiful. Hey, ain't nobody like you. You know Einstein said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, that fish is always gonna think it's stupid. That's stupid. It's only one of you, just like it's only one of me. God made you to be free and unique. You ain't gotta change for nobody. Just keep growing. Stop acting too motherfucking tough out here. Niggas will slap the shit out your motherfucking ass.
Love that record, man. Yeah. Shout out to D Smoke, and then with that crossover record, they got a new joint cut on the Colors joint that's pretty good too. So yeah, check that War of Wonders album out as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but
shout out to D Smoke, shout out to Bishop, shout out to Kumba, shout out to Mike.
My about entertainment.
Shout
I
out.
love that record too, man. I fucks with that record too, man. I was over there bopping my ass off to that shit, man. It's like, yo, yeah, but yeah, shout out to EQ, shout out to the Fams Entertainment, Miguel, John Q. Yo, hey, y'all know what we do.
The first video that aired.
What happened?
The first video that aired.
Shit. Oh yeah. Piagua.
Exactly.
Piagua. Shout out to Piagua.
Every one of those artists that we've had on the show and that stays showing love and support, they're going to be a part of this thing that we're going to put together. And that was just the first few artists that we displayed to them. So what we're doing is we're the modern day MTV, BET, Rap City, you and I. What we do is we take it to a whole new level. We are in another universe when it comes to promotion, because we give you the news and entertainment and politics and sports, but then we let you see what is out there that the world doesn't even know of yet fully, because these artists are the next generation of music. And I like it because every video we just played, it's authentic, and I love the cinematography. You know, look at even Kalesa from Canada talk about she loves D Smoke's instruments, you know, and the Bob, you know, and Kumba and Bishop, the way they just rocked out on that beat, and Mike G with Triple O, you know, that song there is about you know, suicide, you know, prevention. And these are the things, the type of artists that we have on our show. They have substance.
We getting there, my guy. We getting there. They're dope. They're dope. Hands down. We getting there, man. We getting there. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we'll be there. We'll definitely be there. We will definitely be there.
I'm proud that we have the opportunity to showcase the artists on our platform worldwide. And, on Apple TV, on Fire Stick, on Roku, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram. You know, wherever you type in X-Tremitiez Entertainment, you know what I'm saying, our Access Radio, we are on all platforms. You know, and Apple TV is one of the best. And I don't know if people heard us earlier, but we are going to be elevated to a whole new level because the NFL Network is leaving Dish TV. The NFL Network is leaving Dish TV and coming over to Apple TV. That means that the stock on this side of the market is going to go up 1,000% better. So be on the lookout for what's going on. And thank you for reminding me, Dave. Happy 420 to each and every person out there in the world today. Today is originally for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your mic went down, baby.
You know.
Repeat that.
Just wanted to say happy 420 to each and every person out there celebrating in the world. If you're in Greenwich Village today at Washington Square Park, you know what happens there every year, the Great American Smokeout, and throughout the whole country. And I saw something on the news the other day. I don't know how valid it is, but New Jersey police officers that are off duty are now permitted to smoke. And that's something new because on this side of the coast, anyway, we know that on the West Coast it's probably permitted because the laws are different. But over here it was something new and different. And
honestly, I say about time. I think NYPD should smoke blunt too.
Well, that was just a segue to what I was saying about the NYPD officer that was caught smoking underneath a scaffolding, the female that's smoking a blunt in her uniform with her gun and all. It's been circling around. Hispanic cop, I think it's somewhere in the whole Washington Heights. They saw her smoking while she must have been on a break or something and thinking that nobody was going to see her. You know, instead of going somewhere else, you know, somebody just walked by with a phone or drove by and they caught her.
So I don't care, man. As long as it keeps you calm and mellow, the way you don't, you know, and it doesn't prohibit you from doing your job effectively. You know, I say you off. Well, I don't know if she was on duty, but you off duty. You know what I'm saying? Go. You need to relax your nerves because you understand certain jobs are very, very, very stressful. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you want to take the load off, smoke yourself a nice little blunt, calm down, listen to some cool mellow shit, get your vibe right, get your faculties right, and you be good. You know what I'm saying? Get back and do the same thing over again, over and over again the next day and the next day after that. You know, I don't have an issue with them smoking. I really don't.
All right. So I don't know if you noticed, if you've seen in your parts, but up here in Orange County, um, recently within the last week, when I say the last week, I mean the last 4 days since Sunday, uh, rather three, yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah, 4 days. Early Sunday morning, I started seeing advertisements on legal marijuana, how to smoke it, where to smoke it, how to be cautious around who you are if you're in a restaurant and you're allowed to smoke in a restaurant. If you should be conscious if there's other people around you, you should move away from them and move to a different section. These are commercials that are going on right now.
Yes, it's basic, basic common sense. It's shit that we've been practicing forever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, there's kids around. Okay, cool. We're gonna go over here to this side and smoke. That way, the kids is not sitting around, smelling the smoke that we do. It's like it's not meant for everybody to have it. You don't have to. Just like I don't like being around cigarette smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay. I'll move over here and do what I do. Just don't bother me and don't come over here where I'm. If you see me over here smoking, please respect where I'm at and go that way. That's all.
Exactly. And the commercial states that everyone has to be mindful and aware that the legal age is 21, just like alcohol. And if you are going to smoke, be conscious of who you are, where you at, just like you said, because it's not for everybody. But now it's being advertised normally, so this is the wave of the future on the East Coast, which already been established for over 20 years in the West Coast, has now made its way to the East Coast, and this is the new way of living, which poses a problem to many places like addictions programs, because people are saying alcohol is legal, but you still get locked up. Cannabis is legal, but you still get locked up. So what is the determination of legal? Legal means that you can't be inebriated driving. If you're
Yes.
drunk
You
or if
can't.
you're
You shouldn't be out. You shouldn't be slovenly out in public. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to drink in the house, and if you're going to drink to the point where you're falling all over the place or whatever have you not. I can't. I never understood that. That's just me for safety reasons.
or
But
get behind a 1 ton wheel that you could kill people. I never
yeah,
understood.
yeah. Nah, it's just it's the thing. The thing about it is even with weed, alcohol, anything that alters your mood or whatever have you not. There's moderation in your usage. There should be moderation as long as you're not over. As long as it's not becoming a problem for you. You know what I'm saying, and others. You know what
Right.
I'm saying. You know, hey, do what you do, man.
So I gotta remind you that a while back we were speaking about this new theme that we have going on. So we're gonna chime in the next 4 minutes with it, and then we're gonna get back to videos. So we're gonna act, the what we spoke about, the cultural differences that we do on this show with education. So right now, there's a part in Puerto Rico now where the indigenous Taino nation is under attack. There is a pueblo out there in Puerto Rico, the island of Puerto Rico, where developers are looking to just completely wipe out a forest area where it's been for ancestries all the way back to the beginning of Borinquen, which is known as Puerto Rico, Borinquen Taino Indians. And we we have so much culture and riches in this little part of a pueblo that's about to be wiped out. So like whatever caves and whatever is like underwater that led to the Taínos' way of fishing and their habitat, and the few that are left, because people think they're non-existent, but the few that are left are going to be affected, where there's going to be no more. The indigenous Taino Indian are going to be extinct. The culture itself, you know. And the last place that they tried to hide, they actually got enslaved and arrested, was a part of Puerto Rico where they have a pyramid. People are unaware that Puerto Rico has a pyramid, just like Egypt, just like in Mexico, but it's covered by so many trees, and they're trying to unearth that and then get rid of it. Like sacred holy ground. So, you know, we usually have people that speak up against it, but right now in Calle and Camuy, there's the pueblos out there are suffering, and we ask that all the nations come together and seek out the caciques, which are chiefs, and come together from all nations and you know, put a halt to this, because all the indigenous tribes are being wiped out. Everything that has to do with life and sustain of the earth is going down. You know, there that one time in Colombia, there are these Indians that live in the street. There are these native Colombian Indians that are sleeping right outside makeshift homes because they were pushed out of the forest. They destroyed their homes as well. All this culture and history that you and I went to school for and learned on how to live off the earth and all is all being wiped out by overdevelopment. So next week we're going to come back with some new updates on what's going on there, as well as in Colombia and the indigenous tribes over in Asia as well. The monks and all, they're being threatened as well. All indigenous, the very tribe is being threatened because of development, and what is doing is killing the earth at a rapid pace, even quicker. Because the people that are the practices, the people that are caciques, the chiefs, the witch doctors, all these people that pray to the universe for sustainment of our crops and all, they're all just disappearing. What happens when everything is full of pollution? What do you have to live on? Right? Is the world really going to die in 1,000 years, or is it going to die in 100 years at this pace? No? So next week we're going to come up with some tracks from the Taino Indians, the JAL Community Services, Gualio Taino Tribe Tai, and they're going to come and speak. Cacique right now in a nursing home getting healthy and all, but as soon as he gets permission to have access with his internet, we're gonna do a remote with him, and you know, do our 4-minute segments with several chiefs around the world.
Cool. That's what's up.
Yes, sir. So should we promote more of our favorite artists?
Yeah, sure.
Go through a few more videos and then come back and speak some more on what's going on around the world. Only on the X-Tremitiez ENT Talk Show with Davon Franklin.
Jose Rivera.
Only on our Access Radio. Let's go.
No se vuelve a enamorar.
Explícale, Junior.
Dice que no se vuelve a enamorar. Dice la niña que no va por mí. Ay, porque no la supe respetar. Ya no tengo la malla que ella conoció. Ahí dice que me toca cambiar, que me concentre y vuelva a ser yo. Ay, ella dice que yo hago más, pero lo de nosotros nunca funcionó. A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti, sin ti. A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti, sin ti.
Oye, la mía mía, yo estoy pa' mi loquera. Yo estoy pa' mi locura, porque no estoy pensando en cagar. Que yo soy figura. Hoy voy a coger la pista, toma mucha cerveza. Lo trago mano arriba, que ahora es que esto empieza.
Así que no se vuelve a enamorar. Dice la niña que no va por mí. Ay, porque no la supe respetar. Ya no tengo la malla que ella conoció. Ahí dice que me toca cambiar. Que me concentre y vuelva a ser yo. Ahí dice que yo hago más, pero lo de nosotros nunca funcionó.
A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti. Sin ti. A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti. Sin ti.
Ella a tu cama no me llama. Tu cuerpo ya no me interesa. Muchacha, sigue con tu drama. Que tú estás mal de la cabeza. Oye, ya no estás en mi cama. Porque para tenerlo todo, hay que vivir sin nada.
A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti.
Venga, va.
Sin ti.
Vamos allá.
A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti. Sin ti. Mira, mira. Música cubana de verdad. Música cubana para que aprenda. Ahora que pase lo que pase. Ahora que venga lo que venga. A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti. Sin ti. A mí me va mejor, a mí me va mejor sin ti.
A mí me va mejor
sin ti. Yo te lo dije. Jay, Junior, mami. De la casa de Jerry, tú sabes. Isaír, fenomenal. Calle Renco. Alex Conde. Esto es lo nuevo que viene, tú sabes.
MGA. Pa' que te coma el cake.
Yo no sé ni cómo actuar si yo te vuelvo a ver. Me enamoraste inmensamente y no sé qué pensar. Andar contigo y recorrer, besándonos sin miedo en la tempestad. No sé qué me ha pasado, quiero saber. Quiero una noche nada más. 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 Quiero una noche. Me enamoré de lo prohibido y aquí yo sigo sintiendo lo que es amar. Y ahora vernos escondida en cualquier destino para mí ya es normal. Contigo aprendí que yo a tu lado las cosas son tan diferentes. Mi media mitad queda comprobado que nada nos pasa por suerte, no. Mi mano derecha es Cupido, tu corazón flecha y cumplimos. Primera etapa somos amigos y ahora te persigo. Y solo te pido que quiero una noche nada más. 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 Quiero una noche. Dime cómo hacer contigo si no te olvido. Y cada noche te espero. Vivo como niño escondido. He perdido amigos por culpa de este desespero. Me dicen que sabe amar en silencio, también sabe extrañar. No sé si esta locura me pasan por necio, pero me llena con hablarte. Mi mano derecha Cupido, tu corazón flecha y cumplimos. Primera etapa somos amigos y ahora te persigo. Y solo te pido que quiero una noche nada más. Quiero una noche nada más. Quiero una noche nada más. Quiero una noche nada más.
resumida de parte de Juan, que la diferencia. Y estaba en colaboración con A&X, We Love Music, Stereo Sound Entertainment, Team Monkey Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Si tú me quieres para vivir, ay mami yo no me molesto. Si tú me quieres para vivir, mamá para vivir, toma todo esto y sin pretexto. Allá tú. Mami, ¿qué estará pasando?
No pasa
Yo
nada.
no sé qué va a pasar.
Nada va a pasar.
Los biles se están aumentando y yo los tengo que pagar.
Eso es problema tuyo.
Te me apareces con el pelo largo y la carita estirada. Hasta tus senos están aumentando.
Ay, papá.
Y yo no he visto por detrás.
Tú se lo pierdes.
Solo dices
Papi,
el pelo,
papi,
el tocador,
papi,
la gasolina.
ay, papi,
Dale mi amor,
papi,
las uñas largas.
papi,
Vamos pa'l mall,
papi,
pa' la bendita.
ay, papi,
La Luisito.
papi,
Y yo no sé qué hacer. Yo no sé dónde meterme ya. Si tú me quieres para vivir, ay mami a mí no me interesa, porque te voy a dar pa' vivir, mamá, pa' vivir, pero con cabeza y con destreza.
Oye, Ale, tú pensaste que cuando me invitaste a esta canción te iba a salir de gratis. Tú estás loco.
Es que tú quieres que se lo come el humano, no quieres dejarle nada a los gusanos, mamá. A mí no me quieres pa' mandar, me quieres pa' vivir. Ay, cosita linda, yo te quiero mucho, pero el bolsillo no da pa' más. No da pa' más, dime lo que di de alma. Dame, 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 dame,
¿Qué pasa, loco? Ahora viene Janet. No te imaginas, papi, cuál es el proceso. Es que tú quieres comerte todo esto. Este cuerpecito que me dieron mis padres no es para eso. Te lo confieso. Yo te voy a explicar muy bien qué es lo que pasa. Tú quieres que yo te dé todo esto gratis. Párate en la puerta y espera que yo saque la basura de mi casa.
pa' vivir. El doctor me dijo no la mande pa' acá que no aguanta una cirugía más. Desde Cuba hasta Puerto Rico todas son igual, pidiendo y pidiendo más. Oye, malo rosado, y no me hables de Miami. Cuando se enteran que tienes plata, lo que te cae es un tsunami. Coge.
Ay, papi.
Yeah, Connecticut, yeah, NYC, come on West, un poco de flow, DJ P, you know, Vino, la pela de eso, yeah, you know how we do, yeah, me dice así, yeah, yo, what, Chiqui me dijo, te le tengo que bajar, esta máquina no deja de trabajar buscando oportunidades en todos los lugares, sólidos, metales, no hay nadie que me pare, soy como Rambo en los manglares, matando uno a uno a los años. Be quiet, no le puedo bajar a esto, mi mente está on fire, no tengo horas de ensaya, por eso soy the man on fire, de esto I will never retire, no, de esto I will never retire, I'm still here, de esto I will never retire, I ain't going nowhere, de I will never retire, aunque me quede solo con soledad. Vivimos en un mundo lleno de maldad. Ya di el paso, no hay vuelta atrás. Cada etapa la tengo que sobrepasar. Tengo la fuerza de un misil. Esto lo prendo que me voy a fundir. Este gas me pone a fluir. Una seta para no poder sentir. Esta vida me la voy a vivir hasta que me toque partir. En 4 la pista la hendí. Sé que te inspira escuchándome a mí. Sé que te gusta mi drill. Apostando en Argentina, creando una liga fina. Puro como la cocaína. Ojo abierto, despierto, seco como el desierto. Soy un experto creando puertos. Ahora quieren el conocimiento. Verán cómo lo reviento. Quédate en tu asiento. A tu mente le di aliento. Dale gracias a este maestro que implantó este nuevo elemento. Fuerte como el viento. Cabrón, yo soy el arquitecto de todo esto. Y quien me dijo que le tengo que bajar. Esta máquina no deja de trabajar. Buscando oportunidades en todos los lugares. Sólido, metales, no hay nadie que me pare. Soy como Rambo en los manglares, matando uno a uno a los silence. Be quiet, no le puedo bajar a esto. Mi mente está en falla. No tengo para de ensaya, por eso soy the man on fire. De esto I will never retire. No. De esto I will never retire. I'm still here. De esto I will never retire. I ain't going nowhere. De esto I will never retire. De esto I will never retire. Aunque me quede solo con soledad. Vivimos en un mundo lleno de maldad. Ya di el paso, no hay vuelta atrás. Cada etapa la tengo que sobrepasar. The Street Kings, Queen DJs, Yo Raga. Ellos no se esperan esto. You know how we do. DJ Big Flavor, X-Tremitiez.
Montezuma, better go and get it, man, ain't no kidding, man, feeling like a million, yeah, bitch, I'm an Aztec, feeling fantastic, damn, with a mashup, better go and blast all that's with an ass up, yeah, riding through the city, ladies love the fellas, fellas love the ladies, riding through the city, ladies love the fellas, fellas love the ladies, riding through the city, and my day was with me, put your hands out in the air if you living with me. Ladies love the fellas, fellas love the ladies. Riding through the city, riding through the city. Got my family with me, and we getting turned up, we be getting shifty. Riding with my day ones really fucking with me. It's a blessing, gotta love it, Lord and bless me, yeah. Chillin' with the homies and